You know that feeling when you check your bank account and your stomach just drops? Like you had money, you had money, and somehow it's just gone. Not stolen, not lost, just gone. And the worst part is you can't even explain where it went. That feeling is not a you problem, that is a system problem. And today, we are going to fix it. Because here is the truth that nobody is telling you. The reason most people struggle financially has nothing to do with how much they earn. People making six figures are broke. People making minimum wage are building wealth. The difference is not the paycheck. The difference is the decisions. And some of those decisions are so subtle, so sneaky, that most people make them every single day without even realizing it. So stay with me, because what I am about to walk you through could genuinely change the financial direction of your life. Not someday. Starting today. Let's talk about mistake number 1, and this one is going to sting a little. You are spending money to feel better about not having money. Think about that for a second. When life gets stressful, when things feel out of control, when you are exhausted and overwhelmed, what do? You treat yourself. A coffee here, a new outfit there, a takeout order because you deserve it after the week you just had. And honestly, you do deserve good things. I am not here to make you feel guilty for living your life, but here is what is actually happening underneath the surface. That spending is not a reward, it is a coping mechanism, and it is costing you thousands of dollars every year in tiny, invisible amounts that never feel like a big deal in the moment, but add up to something devastating over time. Imagine this. Someone spends just $15 a day on small impulse purchases. Coffee, snacks, random online shopping at midnight. That is $450 a month. That is $5,400 a year. Over 10 years, if that money had been invested, it could have grown to over $70,000. $70,000 that evaporated in coffee cups and forgotten Amazon purchases. And before you close this video thinking this is not about you, ask yourself honestly, do you actually know where your money goes every month? Not roughly. Exactly. Because if the answer is no, then this is absolutely about you, and that is okay. That is why you are here. Now, if you are the kind of person who is serious about transforming this, who wants a real roadmap and not just random tips, we have related programs linked down below in this video description. These are built for people who are done feeling stuck and ready to actually do something about it. But do not go yet, because what I am about to share next is where things get really interesting. Mistake number 2. You are saving what is left instead of spending what is left. Most people follow this pattern. They earn money, they pay bills, they buy groceries, they live their life. And then if anything is left at the end of the month, maybe they save it. Maybe. But here is the brutal reality. There is almost never anything left, because when money is available, it gets spent. That is just human psychology at work. The people who actually build wealth do it completely backwards. They move money to savings and investments the moment they get paid, before the bills, before the groceries, before anything. They pay themselves first and then live on what remains. This one shift alone has helped people go from saving $0 to building their first $10,000 emergency fund within 18 months. Same income. Completely different result. Mistake number 3. And this one lives rent-free in so many people's heads. You believe that debt is just a part of life. You have heard it so many times that you have started to accept it. Student loans, car payments, credit cards, everyone has debt. That is just how it works. Except it is not. That belief is one of the most expensive mindsets a person can carry. Because when you normalize debt, you stop fighting it. You stop strategizing against it. You just make the minimum payments and accept that a portion of your income will always belong to someone else. Here is something to visualize. Imagine handing someone a $100 bill every single month and getting absolutely nothing in return. No product, no experience, nothing. Just giving it away. That is what high-interest debt does to you. And for many people, they are giving away not $100, but $500, $800, $1,200 every single month in interest payments alone. Money that could be building their future is instead feeding someone else's. The people who break free from this do not do it by making more money first. They do it by getting ruthlessly strategic about elimination. They stop adding new debt. They identify the most expensive debt first. They throw every extra dollar at it until it is gone. And then they use the momentum to attack the next one. Ordinary income. Extraordinary outcomes. Mistake number 4. You do not have a plan. You have a hope. There is a massive difference between hoping things get better financially and actually having a structured strategy that moves you forward. Hope says, I will start saving when I earn more. Strategy says, I will save $50 this week, no matter what. Hope says, someday, I will invest. Strategy says, I am setting up an automatic transfer right now for the smallest amount I can manage consistently. The thing is, most people never get taught this. Nobody sat you down and explained compound interest in a way that made your jaw drop. Nobody showed you how a person with a modest income can retire with $1 million if they start early enough and stay consistent. That information exists, but it was never handed to you. And that is not your fault. But staying uninformed now? That part is a choice. Here is a number that should shake you awake. A person who invests $200 a month starting in their 20s could have well over $500,000 by retirement. $200. The cost of a cable bill and a few dinners out. The math is not complicated. The behavior is the hard part. Mistake number 5. You are confusing looking wealthy with being wealthy. This one is everywhere right now. The culture of appearing successful is louder than it has ever been. The leased luxury car, the brand new phone every single year. The designer items bought on a credit card that is maxed out. And while the image looks polished from the outside, the reality underneath is financial fragility. One unexpected expense away from crisis. Real wealth is almost always invisible. The person driving the older car with no payment. The person who buys generic brands and quietly moves money into assets. The person who does not feel the need to perform success because they are actually building it. These are the people who, when something unexpected happens in life, and something always does, they can handle it. They are not one emergency away from disaster. They are protected. And that protection is one of the most powerful feelings a human being can experience. That shift from financial anxiety to financial confidence is not just a numbers game. It changes how you sleep. It changes how you show up in relationships. It changes how you make decisions. It changes who you become. And here is something the financially confident understand deeply. The cost of doing nothing is always higher than the cost of doing something. Every month you wait, every day you delay getting your financial strategy in order, is a day of compound growth you never get back. Time is the one resource you genuinely cannot buy more of. Which is exactly why the programs linked down below in this video description matter so much right now. Not eventually. Not when things calm down. Right now. The people who are building financial stability are not waiting for perfect conditions. They are taking imperfect action today. If you have been sitting on the fence about getting serious with your money, this is your moment. Everything you need to get started is right there in the description below this video. The only question left is whether you are going to be the person who finally does something, or the person who watches another year pass by wondering why nothing changed. Your future self is counting on the decision you make today.